What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we are back with another American reaction.
Yep.
Super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell because we're on the road to 100K. And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Welcome to the Explorer and thanks for watching. As you already know the Explorers, it's always a pleasure presenting to you some lesser but known interesting facts about the beautiful countries on the African continent. In this video, we're looking at the historic country of Zimbabwe. Officially, the Republic of Zimbabwe, formerly Rhodesia, is a landlocked country located in the southern part of Africa, between the Zambezi and Limpopo River, bordered by South Africa to the south, Botswana to the southwest, Zambia to the northwest, and Mozambique to the east. The capital and largest city is Harare. The country of about 16 million people, Zimbabwe has 16 official languages, with English, Shona, and Ndebele the most common. The country is widely known for its diverse wildlife and magnificent landscapes. The Victoria Fall on the Zambezi River is a major thrill among the tourists who visit Zimbabwe. Exotic wildlife, flora and fauna, highland mountains and flowing rivers remarkably boast the beauty of this country. The current president is Emmerson Mnangagwa, who was officially inaugurated on the 26th of August 2018 after winning the 2018 Zimbabwean general election. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Let's dive in and take a look at the 10 things you didn't know about Zimbabwe. Number 1. It is illegal in Zimbabwe for the police to impound your vehicle on the road. It is illegal for police officers to impound your car in Zimbabwe.
We're starting off right. We're starting off right. That me to say what? And free? As long as you like.
Just give me my ticket and go on about your way, sir.
Come on, man.
When there are special circumstances where the driver of the vehicle is asked to produce their driver's license. Human rights lawyer Kennedy Massey has said the only time they can impound a vehicle is as empowered by Section 74 of the Road Traffic Act, where an officer demands a driver's license and they can detain the car for a maximum of 24 hours. After 24 hours, the driver can still collect their vehicle before producing the driver's license, and they are given at least 7 days to produce the license.
Wow.
Massey said, beside that, there was no provision for police officers to impound vehicles as there were no fines that goes with various offenses, including defective vehicles. He said it was also illegal for officers to force motorists to pay spot fines, as there was no legal provision for the practice. If your vehicle is taken away, your property rights are being violated because the vehicle cannot be taken away without justifiable reasons. One can seek recourse through acquiring a spoliacious order on urgent basis at the court so that they can possess their cars. They can go further to sue the police because their rights to property would have been violated, Massey said. Zimbabwe lawyers for human rights say, in order for the traffic fine to be implemented fairly and in good faith, the Zimbabwean Republic Police, Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructural Development, and other relevant authorities should embark on a nationwide awareness campaign regarding the requirement of the 2015 regulation and other legislation relating to traffic offenses, such as the Road Traffic Act and the Road Traffic Safety Bed Regulations 1987. Most importantly, in imposing traffic fines, Zimbabwe police officers must exercise their duty in the interest of public safety and administrative justice, refraining from imposing unlawful spot fines and rejecting all forms of bribery and corruption. Number 2. Zimbabwe has 16 official languages. English is the main language used in the education and judiciary system. The Bantu languages, Shona and Ndebele, are the principal indigenous languages of Zimbabwe. Shona is spoken by 70% of the population, Ndebele by 20%. Other minority Bantu languages include Venda, Tonga, Shangaan, Kalanga, Soto, Ndu, and Nambia. Less than 2.5%, mainly the white and colored minority, consider English their native language. Shona has a rich oral tradition, which was incorporated in the first Shona novel, Feso, by Solomon Mutswaro, published in 1956. English is spoken primarily in the cities, but less so in rural areas. Radio and television news not broadcast in Shona is in Ndebele and English. Number 3. The largest waterfall in the world, Victoria Fall, is found in Zimbabwe.
Nice.
Located on the Zambezi River, it is the world's only waterfall that is wider than a kilometer and has a height of more than 100 meters. One of the greatest attractions in Africa is one of the most spectacular waterfalls in the world. Victoria Fall is located on the Zambezi River, the fourth largest river in Africa, which also defines the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe. It is also considered to be the largest fall in the world. The noise of Victoria Fall can be heard from a distance of 40 kilometers, while the spray and mist from the falling water is rising at the height of over 400 meters.
So I do know they have a resort some
In
miles
Zambia.
away. Right. And
Because that's why I was like, hold up, I thought it was somewhere else, but I didn't realize it was a border of a country, that it made the border.
So you could definitely hear, hear from where you are.
Yeah,
That would be
Zambia.
dope. Mm-hmm.
Be seen from the distance of 50 kilometers. No wonder that the local tribes used to call the waterfall Moso Oitonia, the smoke that thunders. The waterfall was named after Queen Victoria by a well-known explorer of Africa, David Livingstone. Number 4. Zimbabwe has the highest literacy rate in Africa. Thanks to the large investment in education since independence, Zimbabwe has one of the highest adult literacy rate in Africa, with 89% of the adult population literate, according to the World Bank data from 2014. Globally, the literacy rate stood at 86% in 2016, while in sub-Saharan Africa it was 64%. Almost all women aged 15 to 49 have had at least some primary education, according to the 2015 Zimbabwe Demographic and Health Survey. More than 70% of people aged 15 to 49 have also attended secondary school. Number 5. Zimbabwe have the shortest life expectancy in the world.
Okay.
As part of your research initiative entitled Zimbabwe's Crisis and Future, CDG fellows Todd Morse, Michael Clements and Stuart Patrick have articulated and analyzed the many political, economical and social catastrophes that have characterized the country's decline since 2000. These calamities include the severe contraction of the economy, a doubling of the percentage of the population living in poverty, organized violence perpetrated by the government, the breakout of basic services, the erosion of the country's economic foundation, and the massive immigration of professionals. According to WHO's World Health Report 2006, and as reported in BBC News, Zimbabwean women have an average life expectancy of 34 years. Men on average do not live past 37. Most shocking, however, is the rapid decline these figures represent. Average life expectancy for women in Zimbabwe has declined by 2 years in just the last 12 months. What a stark reminder of the human faces of economic and political crisis. More than half the people of Zimbabwe are below the age of 21. Number 6. Zimbabwe was once a rich country. Zimbabwe was once the breadbasket of Africa, but it has been slammed by industrial mismanagement, food shortages, a collapsed currency and rampant corruption. Zimbabwe abandoned its own currency in 2008 due to the extreme hyperinflation. It experienced a 200 million% inflation on its currency.
Was that the video we watched about Zimbabwe? Or I thought it was Mozambique.
It's a tough one. That's a tough one.
That's... Hopefully, one day they get back on track to where, they can get back to their own currency.
Yeah.
The new currency faces an uphill climb as it does not trade beyond the country's border and has lost value since being introduced. Number 7. Zimbabwe is home to some of the largest diamond and platinum reserves in the world. In the presentation of an annual conference in investing in Africans mining, running from February 5th to 8th in Cape Town, India's mine minister, Winston Chitendo, said the country has a diversified mineral endowment, with investment opportunities existing in exploration, mining, beneficiation, and marketing. The country hosts some of the world's largest lithium deposits, Chitendo said, citing Bikita Mineral in Zimbabwe's Masvingo province and the Yakata Lithium project in Goromonzi among some projects that had come on stream. Chitendo indicated that Zimbabwe will announce a significant lithium deal soon. Zimbabwe is trying to rebuild its economy, once one of the most promising in Africa, but brought to its knees during the downturn triggered at the start of the new millennium, when veteran former President Robert Mugabe clashed with key Western donors over his human rights records and policies such as his controversial land reforms. Zimbabwe's new government, led by Emmerson Mnangagwa, who was sworn in last year after Mugabe relinquished his 37 role under military pressure, has sought to scale back some company ownership policies that has repelled foreign investors. Number 8. Zimbabwe ranks high on the list of African countries with great national parks. When reviewing the best African safari areas, Zimbabwe definitely hung right on the top of the list. So if you're planning on visiting Zimbabwe, I guarantee you have made a great decision. The country boasts of beautiful natural sceneries and prolific wildlife from abundant game reserves. Top on the list includes the well-known Hwange National Park, Manapole National Park, the Victoria Falls National Park, with the highest concentration of tourists during peak hours. Lesser-known gems such as Nyanga National Park and Matusadona National Park have just as much to offer dollars for dollars. Hwange is the largest and most famous of the Zimbabwe national parks. The game park not only boasts of rich wildlife but also excellent animal viewing experience. Hwange is best known for its vast population of the big 5 game animals: lion, leopard, rhinoceros, elephants, and buffalo. I recommend you to visit the park during the dry season when you can easily spot leopards during the river.
Never seen nobody fishing in the parks before.
Yeah.
Near the big 5. So I just want to know, like, is that a thing? Like, can we go fishing? Which I know you possibly can, but is that a risk factor? Because you can always get looked at, hunted, and things of that nature.
You know how we're taught, like, the fear tactics of animals. I've been watching some videos, of African safaris, and a lot of times they say just don't turn your back to them.
Well, their back is definitely turned. They're trying to see where the fish is going to bite or not,
Well, I mean, if you don't bother them, they're not going to bother you, but still be smart.
Be smart and don't look like a mill.
Well, I mean...
The park's proximity to Victoria Falls makes it perfect for adventure seekers. Located below Lake Kariba, Manapole Exotic Beauty is the reason it has made it to the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Number 9. Zimbabwe is thought to be the location of Ophir, the biblical land for which King Solomon got ivory, gold, peacocks, and other precious items. Apart from his reputation as a wise king and prolific lover, Solomon is renowned for his extraordinary wealth. The Old Testament states that he was a possessor of gold according to all his desire. By the end of his reign, it was estimated that he had accumulated some 500 tons of gold, which today will be worth over $60 trillion. The first classical reference to Solomon's golden El Dorado is a guiding reference in the Bible to a place called Ophir. Unfortunately, the exact location of Ophir was never revealed in the Bible, and thus, its whereabouts has remained a secret all the centuries. At one time, a popular theory was that the ruined city of the Great Zimbabwe, once the capital of the Kingdom of Zimbabwe, was the land of Ophir. While archaeological evidence suggests that Great Zimbabwe was a thriving commercial center, conducting a lucrative international trade in gold mine in the kingdom and ivory in the network that extended as far as China, it is believed that the kingdom predominantly flourished during the medieval period, thousands of years after Solomon is said to have lived. What do you think? Is it legend that King Solomon got its gold from Zimbabwe true? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below.
Possible.
Number 10. The first people of the country were the Bantu-speaking Iron Age farmers that settled in the region around 300 AD. Bantus are the speakers of Ntu languages, comprising several hundred indigenous ethnic groups in sub-Saharan Africa, spread over a vast area from Central Africa across the African Great Lakes to Southern Africa. There are no written historical records indicating exactly when the Bantus, who were later referred to as the Shona, a cluster comprising several dialects, settled in the region, most of which is now largely a part of Zimbabwe. But archaeological evidence shows that it was in about 300 AD that the Bantus first appeared in the region. Prior to the arrival of the Bantu speakers in present-day Zimbabwe, the region was populated by ancestors of San people. Hello explorers, we hope you learned a thing or two about the beautiful country of Zimbabwe. As a little reward for watching this video till the end, here are some things you should know when visiting Zimbabwe next time or for your very first visit. Zimbabwe means Great House of Stone in the local Shishona language. Zimbabweans call every toothpaste Colgate, every soft drink Coke, every powder Surf, and every floor polish Cobra. They also believe when a man has a big stomach, it is a sign of wealth. Thanks for watching this video, explorers. As usual, you can add more interesting facts about Zimbabwe that has not been mentioned in this video. And
very informative.
Definitely show love to her channel. And there you have it, man. Facts about Zimbabwe that you probably never knew existed right now.
Yeah, let us know if you're from Zimbabwe. Let us know some more facts that was not listed. The only thing that I really knew about was the Victoria Falls. being like where it's located at. I just didn't realize it was between two countries.
Right. And I bet it's tough, right, to be or to have a low life expectancy and to be once a rich country and then go down to a poor country. So again, those areas I do wish to see, you know, growth in prosperous moments in their life.
Not sure how long ago this video was filmed, so don't get on this if it's not the same, okay? We do wish that, you know, Zimbabwe continues to grow, the people continue to flourish. And just let us know what you would like for us to share and learn about Zimbabwe. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like to support the channel that way, as well as our join feature to become a VIP member of the channel. Send in your reaction request through our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.